Hi guys, this is Krish the Urban Naxal, and I'm trying to tell you as many things as possible in as few words as possible because I think it is important. I have been postponing some of these topics because I wanted to make a better video with graphics and with more explanation and more technical content. But finally, I have decided first to tell you what I have in mind. Okay, so here is what I am, and here is what I am not. I am not an expert. Now, my critics are going to feel very happy when they hear this, but please notice that I have never claimed to be an expert. I am not an expert. I know there must be hundreds of people with more in-depth knowledge of real estate than I have got. And in fact, almost every estate agent or channel partner probably knows more about real estate than me. Probably those guys have more information about each and every builder, be it Oberoi or Rustomji or Lodha, than I have got. The difference between me and them is that they are joining the dots to make a dollar sign, money, while I am joining the dots to make a question mark. Question. Or I am joining the dots to make a heart. Love. Love for whom? Love for people. It is just a difference in the way we join the dots. And people are going to say, why are you doing this? I do this because I can. And I do this because I see the dots. And I see how they can be joined in a question mark or a heart shape. That's what I'm doing. So a lot of people would say, why are you doing this if this is not what gets you a bunch of money? The answer is, you don't have to be doing everything to be earning money. You sometimes do things for love. You sometimes do things because you want to. Okay? Not for your gratitude, not for anybody's gratitude. I do it because I want to. That's just it, because I can. Now, let me tell you a few things about real estate and why the transaction of real estate is so fucked up. Please notice, I am not saying anything about the construction technology. I mean, I do from time to time say things about construction technology and design and stuff like that. But in this particular video, I'm going to stay focused on the one thing that I always want to tell you guys about buying from builders. The transaction is fucked up. The transaction with you is structured in such a way that it is toxic to you. It is likely to be a mistake from your side, not from the builder's side. The builder is not making a mistake. You are making a mistake by entering into a transaction which is not in your favor. The whole transaction is tilted in the favor of the builder. That is a problem. Okay? And this is a problem I keep stressing all the time. This time around, I want to try to encapsulate it in as few words as possible. See guys, first you have to understand what is a transaction. A perfect transaction is an exchange of value in a way that is consensual and safeguards the interest of both the parties. So let me give you an example. If I have a kilo of apples and I want to sell it to you guys, and you guys have 200 rupees in your pocket and you feel like eating apples, and we meet, I give you the apples, you give me the money, I feel happy, you feel happy. We have both been fair to each other. The transaction is complete. This is a perfect transaction. Now, let me show you how the apple transaction can be fucked up. If I introduce conditions, the reason I am giving you these examples is this is how builders treat you. This is how builders screw up the transaction with you. And this is what you guys don't seem to see, because you say, oh, but apples are different from real estate. Yes, true, but transactions are the same. So let me show you examples based on this apple analogy that I am giving you. Suppose I tell you that I will sell you the apples not today but tomorrow, but you have to give me the money today. What happened? I've added one condition. I added a condition to our transaction. Then you ask me, why will you not give me the apple today? I will say, I am going to name one box of apples as Francesca, and I am going to add another box of apples, and I am going to call it Aurelia, and a third box of apples, and I will say Jugglery. Then I will say Francesca has not yet arrived. Where is it coming from? Oh, it is coming from Himachal Pradesh. This box of apple called Francesca is coming from Himachal Pradesh. Okay, it has not yet arrived, but you need to book today. So give me 10 rupees today. Then I add a bunch of conditions. See, when Francesca from Himachal Pradesh reaches Jaipur, then you will have to pay me another 10 rupees. And from Jaipur, when it reaches Ahmedabad, then you have to pay me another 10 rupees. And then from Ahmedabad, when it reaches Surat, you will pay me another 10 rupees. And then by the time it reaches the Czech Naka at Daisar, you will have to pay me the 99 rupees. Why? Because it has just touched Bombay. Suppose I am selling it to you for 100 rupees. Oh, it has touched Bombay. Bombay limits have been touched. Officially, you can say it has reached Bombay. Therefore, you will have to pay me 99 rupees. Now we are keeping only 1 rupee as balance. Francesca is about to reach. So now pay me 99 rupees. But you will say, my friend, this box of apples which you called Francesca has not yet reached in front of me. It has not come to me. I'll say, no, don't worry. It will reach. You have to have faith in me. Then I will tell you, oh, Francesca has reached. You can come and see it. Now you will say, okay, you open the box and show it to me. I'll say, no, I will not show you the apples. First you give me that last 1 rupee. So you gave me 100 rupees. Have you seen the apple? No. Now you say, okay, I have given you 100 rupees. Now you let me see the apples. I will tell you, I will give you possession of the apples. But first I am going to give you the possession letter. Sign the possession letter. What does the possession letter say? It says, I have seen the apples. I am thoroughly satisfied with the apples. I know that they are going to be very sweet. I know that Mr. Rao brings the best apples. And so, if I have any complaints, my complaints hereby stand withdrawn. So you signed the possession letter. Then I will say, okay, now you can come and open the box of apples. So then you open the box of apples and you will say, hey, this doesn't look like apples. I said, no, our deal was for Francesca, not apple. You will say, no, but the Francesca should have been an apple. Yes, it was. But it is an apple. It is Himachal apple. You will say, okay, Himachal apple. Now show me, what do you mean by Himachal apple? No, it is something special. It is my style of Himachal apple. And I am delivering to you a fruit which is slightly different. Now you are forced to accept it because you paid 100 rupees. You have to be happy with whatever I am giving you. This is how I sold Francesca to you. Now another guy comes along. I am going to sell the project Aurelius. So, box of apples called Aurelius. How am I selling Aurelius? I will say, we are going to make a deal. You give me 10%. After that, you don't have to pay a little by little as the apple is arriving. This one is coming from China. But don't pay me until it actually reaches here. You will say, okay, you are very happy. So then I'll say, okay, you do one thing. I am going to give you, so first we enter into an agreement and then you take a loan for those apples and you tell the loan company to disburse 50% of the amount. So give me 50 rupees. You will say, okay, but apple is coming from China. Correct. Apple is coming from China. You disburse the apple, you disburse the money because I have to book a flight for Francesca to reach here. What are we talking about? We are talking about apples. Okay. A box of apples called, not Francesca, Aurelius. Aurelius is coming from China. So now, Aurelius is going to reach here. I have to book a flight. There will be a cost to that. So you will say, oh no, I don't want all this here. This is a very complicated transaction. So then I'll say, okay, fine. But my rules are that you have to now, you have already given me 10 rupees. I'm going to forfeit that amount. You'll say, why? I'll say, because there is a loss. I'm suffering a loss. What is the loss? Oh, I had to book the warehousing in China for Aurelius. You'll say, isn't that your business? I'll say, no. That is not how it goes. You came, you talked with me about buying Aurelius, apples, and now you gave me 10 rupees token, which means you intended to buy the apples. And now you say you don't want to buy those apples, so you caused a loss to me. So now, give me 10 rupees. This is one way I will deal with you. There is another way I can deal with you. I'll say, I am going to mortgage those apples and take a project loan on those apples. I don't disclose it. I may disclose it in the paperwork. I took a project loan for the project of bringing the apples from China to Mumbai. But meanwhile, I will make you take a home loan or an apple loan where you are also mortgaging the same box of apples. Has the box of apples reached you? No. But your bank has faith in me. So you are going to take a loan from a bank. Then I'll say, okay, you've taken the loan, right? Yes. Give me the loan approval and then let us go for registration. So you register the transaction with me. After that, I'll say, okay, you got the loan, right? Okay, disburse it. I will say, I will pay the pre-EMIs. I will pay the interest. You get the loan disbursed to me. This is the way they are complicating a very simple transaction. What is the transaction? I give you a box of apples, you give me the money. So what is the right way to transact a flat? Let me explain. The right way to transact a flat is the builder builds the flat. Where does the money come from? The money comes from his own pocket. Or he takes a loan, he takes a project loan, which he is doing in any case nowadays. So why should he require you to pre-book? Why should he attract pre-booking? Why is he attracting expression of interest? Why is he attracting tokens? Why is he attracting booking amount? Not necessary. Take a project loan, build it, sell it when it is ready, like everything else. Do you pre-book a fridge? Do you pre-book a fan? No. You go to the market, you see it in the market, you buy it. That is the way it should be sold. That's a straightforward transaction. But there is even more than this. The transaction is even more fucked up. That first example I gave you, about Francesca, Himachal apple. From Himachal, it has left. When it reaches en route on a certain highway, you give 10%. When it reaches Jaipur, you give 20%. When it reaches Ahmedabad, you give another 20%. When it reaches Surat, you give another 20%. So I have created stages. Who made those stages? I made those stages. Did you decide anything? No, you didn't decide anything. It is not your decision. I structured this transaction in this weird way. When it reaches Dahisar Cheknaka, you give 99%. Why? Because I say so. And you guys bought into it. I convinced you that because it has reached Mumbai, it has nearly reached you. I convinced you it is a lie. It has not nearly reached you. So do you understand? I created this transaction. You did not create it. You accepted the transaction as I had created it. Now I will add a further feature in this transaction. If you are 1 hour late or 2 hours late in paying me that extra 10%, 10% it has left from Himachal. Pay me. You didn't pay. Oh, I am going to penalize you. The cost of the apples will increase. It reached Surat. You failed to pay me. Why? For any reason. Any reason. You failed to pay me. I will penalize you. It reached Dahisar Cheknaka. Did you pay me on time? No. I gave you a time. You have to pay me by 12 noon. Did you pay me? No. I'm going to penalize you. Now what have I done? I have created an extra set of conditions. The actual essential condition is that you guys have to pay me. Not when you will pay me, but you will say, no. Money has a value, a time value. So if I don't have the time value, if I don't add that interest element, then people will start cheating me by paying me late. So I have to ensure that they don't cheat me by putting a penalty. If their payment reaches me 2 hours late, I am going to penalize them. So what have I gone and done? I have turned your 100 rupee box of apples called Francesca into 110 rupees or 120 rupees box of apples. I have made you bear the risk that the truck that is carrying this box of apples called Francesca will never reach here. It is your risk, not my risk. I may have bought those apples at 20 rupees in Himachal. I am selling it to you at 100 over here. I may not suffer any loss if a truck overturns because you have already paid me 40 rupees or 50 or 70 or 90 or 99. I may not suffer any loss. You will suffer that entire loss. This transaction is made fucked up by builders. So I told you 2 examples. Now I am going to give you a third example. Remember that third box I told you about? It's called jugglery. I am going to tell you about jugglery. Jugglery is a box of apples for which you think you have made a transaction with me. So I am going to call myself a company now. I am going to say Krishna Apples Limited. You have made a deal with Krishna Apples Limited. I am going to do this. By the time your apples reach Dahisar Cheknaka, I have sold this company called Krishna Apples Limited so that you are not dealing with Krishnaraj Rao anymore. I sell the whole company. You are really dealing with a different guy called Jagannath Shetty. Now you are dealing with Jagannath Shetty, who is the owner of Krishna Apples Limited. When the apples are supposed to reach you, he says, you know what? There's a problem. I changed the deal. Why? It is not possible to give you these Himachal apples anymore. I will sell you pears. You will say, but I have paid you 99 rupees. You will say, yes, you paid me 99 rupees, so I will give you pears or I will give you pineapples. You have to say no. Then I will say no, then you caused me a loss. Now I am not saying it. You remember this. Now it is this guy called Jagannath Shetty who is saying it. You are now dealing with Jagannath Shetty. Krishna Raj Rao took the money from you, made some kind of a deal with Jagannath Shetty, sold him Krishna Apple Limited, and he is gone. You made a deal with Krishna Raj Rao, he made a huge profit. Jagannath Shetty is now dealing with you. Kya kar loge? What are you going to do? You can't do anything. You go to a court, they will say it is perfectly legal for Krishna Raj Rao to sell the thing to Jagannath Shetty. This happens. Or I will appoint somebody, I will appoint Jagannath Shetty. If suppose my name in the market has gone bad, I will appoint Jagannath Shetty as the manager, and suddenly, as the development manager, this guy starts calling it the Jagannath apples, Jagannath Jugglery apples.